Good morning, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, today our topic is going to be take every thought into captivity. And we're going to be coming from 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Obedience is definitely a key. But we have to get our thoughts thinking like God. And how are you going to do that? By getting in your word and learning of God, so that you'll know that when these thoughts come to your mind, if they're of God or if they're not of God. Emotionally, how are you feeling when thoughts come in your mind? You know, when we think certain thoughts, they set tones for our emotional well-being. You know, and you can tell. Is it leading you to love? Which is, are you having patience? Are you being kind? Are you being gentle? Are you being long-suffering? Or is it leading you to fear, where you're worrying and you're stressed out about your situations? You know, thoughts come in your mind with everything all day long. It's bombarding your mind all day long till you lay down, even in your sleep, even in your dream life, bombarding your mind with different thoughts. So you need to check your thoughts. Are they positive or are they negative? Are they leading you to love or are they leading you to fear? What are your thoughts leading you to today? Is it leading to you to be an overcomer? Is it leading you to walk in faith? Is it leading you to trust God? Or is it leading you to doubt God? Be angry with God, to be frustrated with God? What are your thoughts leading you to today? We want our thoughts not to rise up against the knowledge of God. Everything in this earth today is rising up against God. But God has the answer to it in his word. You know, we need to seek God, love on God, understand God, know God, so that we'll know that when these things rise up in our mind and these thoughts come to our mind, that this is of God, this is not of God. And cast that vain imagination down and get the word of God and rise up in power and might and strength for God and what he stands for and his principles. Not what the world thinks, not what the thoughts that's coming to your mind, the enemy is putting in your mind, but what does God say? So babies, take every thought into captivity today. And make sure it is not rising up against the knowledge of God. Make sure it's not leading you to fear, but it's leading you to love. You know, if you see emotionally and you see that even as you go throughout your day, that you're not acting out of love because of your thoughts, change it. Change your thoughts and change your life. Change your thoughts and change your world today. Begin to think of every thought that's coming in your mind. You might need to take an ink pen and a pad and write down what you're thinking throughout the day. And ask them, why am I thinking this thought? Why is this thought coming to me? And cast that thing down if it's not thinking positive, if it's thinking negative and having you walking in fear. Cast that vain imagination down. And think the thoughts that is pure and good, that is loving and kind and gentle and giving and long-suffering. Well, babies, everything begins with a thought and everything ends with a thought. You may believe that, you may not believe it, but I'm telling you, the way that you are thinking is creating your world. The way that you are thinking is creating the way you feel emotionally. So, babies, take every thought into captivity and you're going to see a big change in your life. Well, babies, I love you and so does God. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Don't allow your thoughts to create your world of negativity. Don't allow your thoughts to create you and allow you not to trust God and believe God and his word. Don't allow your thoughts to create a negative atmosphere for your life. Don't allow your thoughts to create a negative emotional life for you. But let your thoughts, let your actions be that of God. Let your thoughts be that of love. Let your thoughts be that of trust and faith. Well, babies, I love you and so does God. Today we are going to take every thought into captivity and see if it is of the obedience of God. Well, babies, bless you, love you, smooches until I see you again. And I really appreciate you looking at my videos and all the feedback that I have been getting from inboxes and on my Facebook page and on my Twitter. I just thank you. And you be blessed. And I hope that your life is changing for some of the things that I am telling you, some of the things that God is using me to speak into your life. I believe that it will transform your life. Bless you, babies, and love you. Be of joy, be of peace, be of love, be of kindness.